What's up, guys? So I have another review coming your way. This is the ALPAKA Elements Tech Brief Pro. It comes in a color in the army green color. Retails for $139, and it fits up to a 16-inch laptop, and it's made of a 600D recycled material. The zippers are all YKK, water resistant. And that's all the external zippers. Now let's get into the exterior of the bag. All right, so let me talk about the exterior of this bag. So what's unique about this brief is that it's a hybrid of a brief and a backpack. So it has the ability to transform into a backpack. So there's some straps here, backpack straps, that can be stowed away when not in use. And it also has, and I'll show you this in a little bit, it has an included padded over the shoulder strap that you can attach and detach when not in use. There are a few exterior pockets that are worth noting. The first one is the front pocket. This one has plenty of organizational features inside of it. It comes with a key holder, and this one is kind of unique in that it's that patented ALPAKA magnetic system that they use. So you can attach your keys to this and then carry it around with you, and then when you're ready to put it into your bag, you just magnetically attach it there, and it doesn't fall off. The only way to get it off is to kind of like pull it from the front. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of different compartments in here: pens, power bank. You could stick whatever you want, cables, and that about does it for that main pocket. And then on both sides there is little stowaways for the handle that you, if you want to carry this, like hand carry this. These two handles are they're actually quite padded. They're not that bad. They're actually quite nice. But it's got the two handles, and the areas where the handles can be stowed away are magnetic. And one side actually has a hidden zipper here, a hidden zipper pocket. You can stick a smaller item like your AirPod Pros. It's the bigger part of it can carry a phone as well. So there's that. On the back side of the bag, you also have the same magnetic type pocket, but this side, you have to be careful. You don't really want to use it as a pocket unless you have the luggage strap zipper closed. So what happens here is this is for when you want to put your brief on a roller bag on the retractable handle. You can see my hand goes through here, so you can put it right there. That's very nice function of this. But let's say you're not doing that. You're not going to be using that function of it. You can simply zip up the zipper, and it is closed now. So now this pocket right here, it no longer goes through, so you can actually use this as another pocket. Let's see. There are two grab handles, one on both sides. So if you did need to put this overhead somewhere in an overhead compartment or anything like that, easy to grab and put it overhead. And that about does it. Of course, you have your zip away compartment here where you put your backpack straps if you want to stow those and use this purely as a brief. And that about wraps it up for the external features. Now let's get into the internal. Branding is very minimal and hardly noticeable. All right, let me go ahead and talk about the main compartment, the interior of this bag. So there's one main interior of the bag, and I'll unzip this, and you have a very nice organized, it's gusseted, so nothing will fall out when you open this bag. It expands relatively big. It's not too small. There is you have two sleeves, one for your laptop and one for your tablet. Both are felt lined on one side, so it protects your laptop and your tablet from getting scratched up. And I believe this fits about a 16-inch laptop here. And then there's a Velcro strap to keep them in place secure. And there is a false bottom on this as well. So the sleeves have a false bottom, so you can feel assured that when you drop this on the ground, it's not going to hit the laptops directly or your tablets. That's on one side. On the other side, you have two big pockets for other types of items. It could be a power bank or a mouse or something like that. And then you have another zippered pocket with a couple of other pockets within it. So there's just an endless amount of organization in here, organizational features. And then the inside of the bag itself, when it's expanded, in the center part, you can actually put stuff there if you wanted to. You could put you could put like other folder files and that type of thing, or anything smaller. You could put like an extra t-shirt or some clothing in there and just stuff it in there. You can do that. So this is that's the interior of the bag. Okay, so my primary purpose when I use this bag is for when I travel for business, for work. I'm not going to be carrying a ton of items with me. I just want it to be very minimal, so I don't have a lot of stuff. So I have here my essentials. I've obviously got my business cards here. I have a power bank, and I'll go ahead and put these in here. Let's see. So my business cards can go in. Power bank. I got a couple of different cables for charging. I've got your station for your charging your phone. This is all MagSafe, foldable. I'll go ahead and put that in here as well. A mouse, place that in there. And then this is a wall charger, put that in there as well. I could put the documents right here in the center of the main compartment, and my laptop. This is a 15-inch laptop, or this is a 14-inch. And then my, if you don't mind, can you hand me my iPad Pro? And then lastly, my iPad Pro will go in there as well. And there you go. All right, I'm gonna wear this as a backpack now, so you can see what it looks like as a backpack. Pull this tight. All right, I'm going to detach the backpack harness portion of it. So you have to kind of get used to it. It's not that difficult. It's a pretty quick process. There's some clips here that are high quality. They're not cheap. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. So I got those off. So now I'll just tuck these away. On both sides. And you can see now it's nice and clean. No more backpack straps. If I want to carry it now as a brief, I can pull out the handles. And now I carry it like a brief. So I'm going to attach the shoulder strap to it now. The system is similar to the backpack straps. Again, you got to just kind of get used to it, but I've done it for many times I've traveled with this bag, so it's pretty simple for me. It takes me like 2 seconds to do it. So I got that on there. And as you can see, here's the shoulder strap. You can wear it like that. And one thing that's nice about this strap is it's also magnetic. So as you can see here, I can just pull this off. It's magnetic, so easy on and off. Just click that sucker on. And it's tight, doesn't come off. but the padding is really soft. Okay, let me go into the pros and cons of this bag. First I'll go over the what little cons there are, because this bag is, to me, has way more pros than it does cons. The one thing I wish this had, it's manageable. It's not a big deal. Is on the backpack straps. I do wish that it had a sternum strap on the straps itself. There was a sternum strap, because when you're wearing this as a backpack, I did notice that the straps, they're padded nice, but the material that they use is kind of a little bit slippery. And so when you're walking around, and not that the bag doesn't have to be very heavy, but if it has some items in it, like I do right now, it has a tendency to kind of slide off my shoulders while I'm walking around, and I have to constantly pull them over. If there was a sternum strap, it would be just that much better. I wouldn't have to worry about having to kind of push the straps back on my shoulders, and they wouldn't kind of like slip off on their own. The only other minor thing that I didn't like, or I think could be improved, is the system to attach and detach the backpack straps as well as the shoulder strap. I feel like there could be a quicker way to do it. I'm used to it. It doesn't take me too long, but you know, if you want to do it in a pinch, it does take a little bit of time. So that's kind of an issue there. Outside of that, I can't really think of any other negatives about this bag. So let's move on to the pros. So what can I say? As far as what I like about this bag, there's just so many things to like about this bag. First of all, it's hybrid. You can carry it over your shoulder, or you can use it as a backpack. So just depending on your needs of how you want to travel, or how you're just moving around, you can switch back and forth. And the fact that the backpack straps are removable, or not really removable, but they're stowable, is really nice. You could just tuck them away, and it's nice and clean and sleek. The bag has a very professional look to it, in my opinion. The branding is minimal, doesn't have anything flashy on it. It just looks professional all around. The material on this, it's all super high quality. It's a 600D material. So it's rip proof, waterproof, not waterproof, but water resistant. The zippers are all water resistant, but yet they're smooth. Most of the time when you have white zippers like that are water resistant, they're really hard to move. And these are YKK to top that off. The internal parts of the bag, or the pockets and the features of this bag, there's just so many features. So whether you want to stow away your power bank, your business cards, pens, pencils, there's a spot to put anything that you can think of. It's not meant for like long travel. This is just more, I'm looking at this from a perspective of a business traveler. This is like the perfect bag for a business traveler. And then the other awesome thing is that there's this luggage pass-through. So that's another really awesome feature of this bag. There's just no negatives about this bag that I can think of, other than the two that I talked about before. All around, this bag is really great for business travel. It's one of the best bags I would consider to be the top bag for me for travel. And at that price of $139, it's well worth it. The quality, the craftsmanship, everything. Alpaca makes a really good brand, a really good product. Overall, I would rate this bag, easily give this bag a 9 out of 10. As always, if you found this video to be helpful, then go ahead and hit that like button down below, and please consider subscribing to our channel. See you in our next review.